Soon, we might get the chance to witness what will easily become one of the one or two rarest moments in NBA history, if and when LeBron steps on the NBA floor either wearing the same NBA jersey as his son or standing across him as his opponent. For the first time and maybe only time ever, we might see the first father-son to play in the NBA at the same time. Or even better, in an actual NBA game. So, will LeBron get the chance to play with one of his sons? Let's get deep into this, but before going straight to the content, here is the brand new information on the channel is that 3 lucky winners will get a chance to win PS5. Only you have to comment your views on this upcoming incredible moment in the comment section below. Let's start today's topic. LeBron James just recently signed a 2-year max contract that at least means he'll play 2 more years for the Lakers. Just before Bronny James can become eligible for the NBA draft. Bronny is heading into his senior year in high school and is only continuing to impress scouts and make his mark as a top-ranked recruit in high school. I mean, just recently Bronny sent the internet into chaos when he went up for this LeBron-esque poster dunk, and as the 17-year-old only continues to add more weaponry to his dynamic play style, and already is arguably the most popular high school player since his dad, Bronny has a legitimate shot to make the last year of his high school campaign and then his time in college his official ticket to the NBA. And a chance to play alongside his all-time great father. Speaking of LeBron, he's expressed his strong desire to get the opportunity to play alongside his son, and what it would mean not just for him or Bronny, but what it would mean for the sake of the history of sports. Bronny, with no real fault of his own, has been surrounded by this huge aura really since he entered high school. He's the son of LeBron, his name is LeBron James Jr. Everyone is asking, wondering, wanting to see just if Bronny will be, if not an all-time great like LeBron, at least a good player. Now, this of course added a ton of pressure onto the shoulders of a teenager. But he's handled it shockingly well. The media attention, all the craze in the world of hoops, eyeing every second of Bronny's development and path to the NBA only add to the suspense. I guess he's learned a thing or two from the man who's handled worldwide public scrutiny better than anyone in the world since the age of 16. Bronny is quite different from LeBron in some ways. LeBron's younger son, Bryce, is a bit more like LeBron. Bronny is 6 feet 3 inches tall, an explosive and dynamic guard who excels in transition and switches gears within a heartbeat, going from one end to the other. He has a lot of LeBron in him, too. The IQ, the passing ability, and of course the showmanship and playing the game in a way that looks stunning to the eye. Does he have the tools to make it into the pros? Yes, absolutely. But of course, he's still in high school and will only continue to grow as a player. LeBron's contract he signed in August will take him to the first year Bronny can become eligible to enter the NBA draft. Although still a big if, it can certainly happen. At the earliest, Bronny can enter the league when LeBron is entering a staggering 22nd league in the association. And with the level LeBron's played at in his later years and last season when he looked as dominant as ever on the offensive end, there is little doubt in a lot of people's minds that he won't be able to stick around for at least 3 more seasons. When LeBron can hit the open market at age 40, he'll sign with the team that has Bronny, again, contingent on if he makes it into the NBA as a one-and-done prospect. If Bronny doesn't get his name called, LeBron will need to play his cards right as he tries to balance what he wants to do with his remaining career and how he wants to set himself and Bronny up to playing on the same team. The one thing that might hold Bronny back in terms of becoming a theoretical lottery pick may be his size. Now, there are several great small players in the NBA and guys who share the height of Bronny. Steph, Russ, Kyrie, Dame Dash, all superstars who never were impounded from a performance standpoint because of their smaller size. But Bronny can probably more than make up for his smaller frame with his electric style of play. Bronny can jump dash, we know that because, well, he's the heir to one of the most electrifying athletes in sports history. He is only a teenager, but at 6'3" Bronny isn't exactly built like Steph or Russ, let alone LeBron. He's definitely on the slenderer side, but who's to say he won't level up his body a notch or two before trying to enter the pros. Bronny has undoubtedly shown enormous strides in his overall game as he grows older and learns from LeBron. And he has time to elevate his status from a 4-star recruit to a 5-star recruit. Besides, he's LeBron's son. Some NBA general manager is going to give him an opportunity. As far as LeBron and how his entire situation is at this moment in time, it appears that he has no plans of retiring anytime soon. At least not until Bronny enters the NBA. In LeBron's 19 seasons, He averaged 30 points, 8, and 6 on ultra-efficient shooting, and he still has some serious bounce. We saw him, Bronny, and even Bryce taking turns to dunk the ball at the Lakers' practice facility in a video LeBron shared on social media. Bronny and Bryce have the leaping ability that just neatly resembles that of a young LeBron, and LeBron, he's still flying. Man, what can I say? None of us think LeBron's play is going to be an issue, like some of us think that LeBron's health might become a culprit to the eventual decline of the king. LeBron has stayed shockingly durable throughout the vast majority of his all-time great career. The most notable one coming, of course, was when he suffered that groin pull against the Warriors back in his year 16 season on Christmas Day. After that, he suffered another lower extremity injury in the 2021 game against the Pacers, and notably, Solomon Hill, who collided with LeBron's leg in an attempt to dive for the basketball. But we'll save the debate over whether it was intentional or not for some other time, okay? That injury kept LeBron sidelined for a significant stretch of the season and kept him visibly hampered in the latter stretch of the season and into the Lakers' playoff series against the Phoenix Suns. From that point on, it's been largely ticky-tacky injuries that have bothered LeBron here and there. But the moral of the story is that LeBron's medical reports from the past 2 to 3 years have been a direct reflection of his aging body. So, what all this means is that this is a pretty significant reason for concern when it comes to the likelihood of LeBron being able to stay healthy enough to play with or against Bronny in a game. I hate to even bring this up, so I'm going to knock on wood for LeBron's sake here. But what if injuries start getting in the way of LeBron's dominance throughout the rest of his 30s, and does he near age 40? Then again, LeBron takes care of himself better than arguably any athlete we've ever closely observed. But Father Time is Father Time, it's undefeated. The Lakers are still searching for the piece that can help take some of the ball-handling duties off LeBron to presumably prolong his career. But a huge question mark remains even there. And then that brings us to another in line to take the mantle in the line of the James greats, Bryce Maximus James. Now, speculating a Bronny-LeBron union in the NBA is a whole lot more feasible because of where Bronny is in his playing career, but not too far behind in his younger brother Bryce. When social media saw this pic of Bryce standing next to LeBron, everyone began clamoring about just how promising Bryce is starting to become and how his size so closely reminds us of LeBron. LeBron is 6'9", and Bryce standing right by LeBron in this photo is not much shorter. He's already at least several inches taller than Bronny, who is a few years older. And in the video LeBron, Bronny, and Bryce were dunking at the Lakers facility, you cannot tell me that Bryce isn't the more explosive leaper than Bronny. He looks just like a teenage LeBron soaring through the air, and he's only 15. We've touched on Bronny's frame, but what about Bryce? Check this out. Bryce is not only taller than Bronny, but he's also noticeably bulkier than Bronny and just looks like the more gifted athlete. Didn't many think that Bryce would be the odd athlete out of the family? Look at just how quickly he grew and the incredible size he's adopted in really just this past year or two. Standing now an impressive 6'6" at just 15 years old, it sure looks like Bryce is going to grow to be taller than even LeBron, and he's got LeBron's quickness and athleticism. Man, this kid could be scary. Looking much ahead to Bryce's theoretical entry into the NBA, Bryce can enter the NBA draft in 4 years from now, at the very earliest. Concerning what that means for LeBron if he has his eyes set on playing with Bryce, too. Just like Bronny, that would mean LeBron would be entering an unprecedented year 24 in the NBA. Hold on, man. Can one guy play nearly a quarter century in a professional sports league? With where medicine and player development and training are today, it's not pie in the sky, but still, for LeBron it's way out there. And if he has to play 24, 25, heck even 26 seasons in the NBA just to get a chance to play with his younger son, I don't know, it might not be something LeBron would be all that interested in doing provided he's already played with Bronny, but I guess we'll wait and see. For LeBron, Bronny, and Bryce suiting up to play in the same NBA basketball game would be a legendary sight for the all-time history books, and very, very likely to never happen again. It's a testament to LeBron's greatness and how he's been blessed enough to maintain such an extraordinary level of play this late into his career, but he's going to have to string together at least a few more productive seasons to make his dream of playing with his sons a sweet reality. LeBron's still among the top players in the league and is competing for and is expected to compete for championships as he prepares to get the opportunity to become the all-time leading scorer in league history. Bronny's rising and impressing as he inches his way closer to the pros. And well, the 15-year-old Bryce? He's only starting to showcase his potential status as a game-breaking 5-star recruit as he continues his high school career. But these James guys, they can play. Now, we just want the three of them to play together. I'm glad we're all in this place today. We are all on the verge of witnessing all-time history. So, what do you think about LeBron James's wish to play with their sons? Do let us know in the comment section below and get a chance to win a brand new PS5. If you enjoyed watching the video, do like and share, and yes, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you so much.